Hello everybody, Retrobeard here. How you all doing? This is the first part of my new series that I've been telling everybody about in stream, where I'm walking along in the lovely countryside, I'm musing over things, and also, most importantly, answering your questions. And for anybody who's not aware of this can be anything you want. It can be questions about me, personal questions, interest questions, general questions, things such as religion, my beliefs, what I'm interested in, my hobbies, anything. It can be questions that you want me to answer to help you. Personal questions, problems, advice on purchases, technology, games, anything. It can also be just jokes, making fun of me, stupid questions. Not that any questions are stupid, they're all valid. If you ask me anything serious, I won't belittle you or mock you. I will do all I can to help. So yeah, you basically set the pace. And after each video, if you leave your next questions in the comments or ask them in stream, either's good with me. So I thought I'd give a brief intro for anybody who needs a recap, or anybody who's not seen my streams to know this. So, and as you can see, I'm in the beautiful countryside, not a person in sight, apart from my lovely lady, of course, who's with me. I'm holding the phone myself because my memory's that bad, to be honest with you. I can't remember the questions I've picked for today from the awesome questions I've been asked. So I'm hoping I can flip between OneNote and back here and not mess up the video. So this is as much a test as anything else. So, you know, like anything, you experiment with the format, don't you? You see what works and what doesn't work, and you win some and you lose some. So I'm going to have a look now. Andy Davidson asks, do I like modern gaming, and what do I think of the state of modern gaming? Well, I like some modern gaming. I don't like all these big battles and greyness and all these first-person games very much. I used to enjoy Gears of War and Halo back in the day, but I've kind of outgrown them, and I've got a little bit of nostalgia for those two franchises, but not a lot of modern relevance. I like some of these indie games, but once again, not all of them. Some of them just seem like a bit of a cash grab for me, or a bit of they're not very authentic, because they sort of, many of them claim to be just like our retro games, but our retro games weren't pixelated, saturated things. They were quite precise things. So, but I do occasionally play the odd modern indie game that I really enjoy. So I'm not dissing indie games. And my view of the state of modern gaming is mixed. A lot of it I don't like, and I hate all this DLC stuff. Like, yeah, I like expansion packs and upgrades to my game to make them bigger, but I don't like paying full price for a game that's not completely completed. That does drive me insane. And then you're paying money on top. And I don't like the modern price increases where games have sort of gone up to about £70-80 or whatever they've gone up to. I think that's insane. And I know prices rise and people can justify it by saying with inflation the games are worth this much and that much. Great, that's them. But I factor in not that. I factor in what is my money worth, and how hard have I worked for my money, and how much time have I given up for my money, and is that a good use of it? So I vote with my wallet. For me, £70-80 is not worth it for any game, even retro games, although sometimes I've been guilty of paying that much because I'm a fool. So that's my answer, Andy, thank you. Next question. Henrik Howmedal asks, what do I have in my music collection and my sort of music tastes? And my answer to that is I like a lot of music soundtracks and scores, like from their favourite films. Like I've got the Lord of the Rings CD albums. I've got the rare complete recordings collections, you know, with the all the music for like 3 hours, 4 hours, and also it has special high bitrate recordings on a master DVD, and one of them's got a Blu-ray. I like music. I've got the music from Gladiator. I love music soundtracks. But in terms of regular bands, I've got some Guns N' Roses. I do love them on CD. Most of Guns N' Roses, all of the old stuff anyway. I like a little bit of Aerosmith occasionally. What else? I like Oasis. I don't like the people, but I like some of the music. because you can enjoy music without actually idolising the band. I'm not 12. No offence to 12-year-olds, but I used to be like that. I like, what else? Mainly it's movie soundtracks and computer game soundtracks and collections. Whenever I get to see them on CD at a decent price, I grab them. Like I've got the CD from the film 300, so I love that film. So, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I love that music. I like occasionally the bit of Manowar because it's got those sort of fantasy feelings, like Warhammer fantasy type feelings and music to it. I mean, I know it's got some associations that aren't too pleasant, but I take from things what I enjoy. So yeah, thank you, Henrik. Awesome question as usual, my friend. Time for the next question. Sergeant Aid asks, do I work? Yes, I do work. As much as I'd like to be unemployed and bumming it on benefits, and even though I have got a health condition known as, well, a neurological condition called Asperger's syndrome and ADHD, because I help myself, the way I was raised by very old-fashioned parents where they kind of get on with it and suck it up like a man parents of the old days. I've never had an inch given to me, and although I've struggled at times in my life and I've not always worked full-time, most of my life I have worked full-time, well, most of my adult life. And yeah, nowadays I do caretaking work, which for those who are not in the UK, it's like a glorified janitor. You just sort of do minor repairs, alarm, and you deal with alarms on buildings, keyhole locking, and I also set up, I do setups for groups who have activities like clubs and things, cleaning work, I do quite a bit of cleaning, helping people, questions and answers, just that sort of stuff. Nothing exciting, but it pays the bills and keeps me off the streets. I am an academic underachiever because of my learning problems. Well, in the early 80s when I was educated onwards, there was no recognition for problems like mine, so I got no learning assistance or support, which means I academically underachieved, and my way of learning and my attitude did not suit the modern learning environment. I'm a person who questions things, goes against the grain. When you do that, you ruffle feathers and people will give you labels and bad names. But someone has to challenge things and say different things. Otherwise, we've got a bunch of sheep following a mantra of whatever the Parliament and the government tells you. And I don't believe that. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do challenge things because we've got brains that can critique and calculate things for ourselves. Why are we following everybody else's hymn sheet? Why not write our own? So awesome question, Sergeant, thank you very much. So I've done 3 questions today. I'll see how this video does. I've got to splice them together because unfortunately whenever I read the questions it cut off the video recording, so this was all filmed at once, even though it seems a bit put together. Thank you very much. I will be on stream Friday, not Saturday, but I'll be back Sunday, so take care of yourselves. This is Retro Beard signing off. One last thing, please, if possible, put questions for the next video in the comment to this video, and hopefully that's how we can do it. But if not, ask me questions in stream, as I said. Thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.